I just want to make a statement. When we talk about all of these amplified concepts, they're not replacing the bare bones of looking for something, some expansion price move. Look at the first lecture I did, elements to a trade setup. Those four primary functions, that's what you're working with every single time you look at the marketplace. And your model is going to implement some facet, some characteristic that those four things illustrate or present to us as opportunity or a reason not to do something. So when we start seeing things like first hour's dealing range, um, all these other things that I'm adding to, I'm gifting the students that have been with me for a long time so that way they can use this if it's helpful, but if it's not, don't do anything. Don't worry about it. It's not necessary. These things that I'm teaching are not required to be profitable with my stuff. Like it's not essential that you do it. It's not essential that you learn everything. You're looking for something to get you into a trade. That's a PD array. You're looking for a draw on liquidity. That's obviously a single high or relative equal high, or a single low relative equal low, or an inefficiency below the market if you're bearish, or an inefficiency above the market if you're bullish. That's simple stuff. And you're looking at time of day to engage price action. We're looking for some measure of manipulation, ideally, before we get into our trade. So that way it makes it much more probable that we're going to see the opposite side of the range be delivered. So if it drops aggressively and takes out a short-term low, wonderful. Chances are it's going to expand to the upside. Even if it's going to be a choppy session, chances are just intraday volatility alone will yield a favorable exit if you're not looking for much in terms of like 10, 15 handles. So don't listen to these things and think to yourself, like, I got to learn all this stuff. You don't. You really don't. Month 1 and 2 of the 2016 playlist of my paid mentorship, if that's all you ever did, month 1 and 2, I teach you how to manage money. I tell you how to grow your account small to whatever you want to grow it to, and what you're focusing on. Just that alone by itself is enough. If you want to go a little bit further, up to month 4, when month 4 is completed, it's done. Because at that point, when we go into month 5, then there's a whole lot of shit coming at you. And then you got a whole lot more moving parts, a whole lot more things to weigh out. But if you live and bloom inside this first 4 months core content, it will allow you to bring your own personality to your trading. And you'll find it's going to take you longer, but that's all you really need. You don't need anything beyond that. But if you really want to get better at precision, if you want to learn how to manage trades better, have a little bit more confidence while you're in the trades, and know what you're looking for and when to avoid certain things, then obviously finishing the entire mentorship core content is ideal.